Hello and welcome back to Curse of Strahd. How's everyone doing on this happy Halloween?
I'm scared.
Spooky.
E4.
Yeah. So yeah, we're doing this session on Halloween. So I do apologize if in the background we hear doorbells ringing.
Just makes it more authentic.
Yeah.
Black licorice.
It's Strahd being asked to be let in again.
He forgot his keys.
Trick or treat? Can I have just a little spot of
Yana.
He goes to the doors. You give him candy corn, and he's like, "What?"
Not even the good candy.
Yes,
Corn's good though. I like candy corn.
you're wrong.
Okay, Mister, I eat burnt tires that I call steak.
All right, that's fair.
Oh, ow!
Shots fired! Shots fired!
You have to add like the freaking air horn
Pew, pew,
sound.
pew. God.
Damn!
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
So
All right. So
last year.
yeah. So all right. Just another notice. One of our players unfortunately will not be joining us. He had a bit of he had an event he couldn't really pass up at the moment. We're hoping that Wyatt will be able to join us later in the session. But for now, I will be doing my best to play the good doctor as accurately as I can. But with that in mind, last we left off, the party had managed to escape the village of Barovia, taking with them two companions in the form of Irina and Periwimple, along with the begrudging Periwimple's uncle, whose name I keep forgetting. We just refer to him as Uncle
It's
Fuck
fine.
now. He's not important. He is.
My name is not important.
Yeah.
When he decides
ask for
to
a
stop
name.
being a little bit angry, petty little bitch, he can be important. But until then, a lot of you have taken his wagon to hopefully getting the fuck out of Strahd's direct reach, essentially.
Fire. That's not how well that worked out.
Yeah, unfortunately, Strahd made it very apparent that, guess what, fuckers? This is my land. You cannot escape me. And then proceeded to throw a tree blight at you guys for shits and giggles.
It didn't last.
It lasted about 2 seconds because Strahd did not take into account that there was another adventurer that just so happened to be wandering through, in the form of Mustard Seed, the Harangon Gloomstalker.
Hey, how's it
Mango
going?
Q herring gum.
God. God.
We cut to back in Ravenloft, where he's just basically watching this situation go down. He's like, "What the fuck?" As
He has like his little opera binoculars watching, and then it just dies immediately. He's like,
he's like, "God damn it! They're coming out of the fucking woodwork."
To be fair, we aren't sure how we made it this far.
I don't know. I never thought I'd get this far.
And he's like, "Yeah." He's not used to the adventurers getting to this level, so he's like, "Okay, I need to step up my game again."
To increase the CR.
Oh, good.
Upon traveling with your new companion, Mustard Seed, the party recognized a certain windmill up on a mill. After clearing out the death house, essentially, they gained the deed to said windmill. And decided to, hey, this sounds like a good place to check out. as they approach the old Bonegrinder, as it's been aforementionedly named, of which they quickly manage to discover that it's filled with hags, who undoubtedly have been making meat pies out of children, with the numerous discarded children clothes that have up the road.
People just hate to see women be successful, I guess.
Oh.
Well, it's girl boss versus girl boss because Beloved ain't having any of it, which she then proceeded to deck the ever-living shit out of the head hag of this place as she was coming up to her house.
Meanwhile, we're all sitting back like, go get him, girl. We'll hold your bouquet.
Mustard Seed's just rolling his eyes like, well, I guess we're doing this.
After which, the hag, who is named... Oh, God.
Agatha.
Agatha. God. No, that's
I'm
not
sure
her name.
she has an actual name, but
She has an
still.
actual name. I've been running through so many notes lately.
Alright.
Regardless, the head bitch just wasn't happening any, and she went ethereal to get back into her house, where her and her small coven have made preparations at this point. Of which point, I now get to move over to the better gathered map that I was able to get.
Hooray!
Yay!
Yay!
Can tell where we are.
But I mean, don't feel too comfortable. This windmill is surprisingly small. It's
It's a windmill.
Windmills are not big.
yeah, it's not exactly the biggest, so don't expect too much.
Okay, just means there's fewer places they can run.
Exactly.
Coward.
With that in mind,
The hags don't realize it yet. We're not trapped in here with them.
They're trapped here
They're
with
trapped in
us.
here with us.
Exactly.
go ahead and place down your characters, and we can roll for initiative.
On
Where?
where?
There.
We just kind of have a
Just in
void.
front.
Yeah, just in front right now. All of you are outside right now, and you guys are gonna have to be a little bit more careful with your tokens because this map is not up to scale. I mean, once you're in an area, you're in it, and just assume that you have access to everything within like arm's reach because that's how small this place is.
Okay.
Gotcha.
With that in mind, what page was it?
I rolled a 4, so I have a 15.
That is ridiculous how high your initiative is. Your bonus.
I didn't even realize until I started making the characters like, oh, fuck. I wasn't even planning on this.
Alright, let me get... Alright, Periwinkle and Irina will be joining you guys, and Dr. Pepper as well.
Beloved, what's your dex?
My dexterity is going to be revealed as soon as I can move over to that window. Okay.
And what's,
1.
alright,
It's
modifier
a
1?
total of 13.
Okay. And what's Dr. Pepper's? It's 17, so... Okay, he goes first.
Alrighty. Serena rolled a 7. Pepper rolled a 21. And Periwinkle bringing up the rear with a 4.
Gotcha.
Hey.
I'm assuming Johnny has a higher dex than Burn.
Let me just double check.
I have a +3.
I have +3 with the number as 16.
Same, 16.
Womp womp.
Duel.
First.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
I think at this point it's just you agree to who goes, or coin flip.
Yeah.
I like how I have a +11 and I'm the one out of the party going last.
Yep.
Alrighty. Gonna roll for the residents of the windmill.
Ooh.
Yeah, we knew there was more than one. We heard footsteps inside while Beloved was already beating the shit out of the other one down the hill.
At least one, yeah.
Alrighty. It's top of the list. Dr. Pepper is on the case. He's gonna take a house call. With that in mind, Dr. Pepper looks over to everyone and says, "So, we are going to burn this place down to the ground, right?"
I mean, we could try and salvage it at least a little bit. Just have to get rid of the squatters.
We'll find out. We'll find out along the way.
All right then. With that, he's going to knock on the door and enter, because it's impolite to go unannounced.
I didn't realize they had shut the door.
Just like, and then kick it down.
Somebody.
Wow.
Alrighty. First area at the ground floor.
Oh, just so you know, Gray, Wyatt did express interest in harvesting those ingredients that are listed among the assets on the floor.
Alrighty.
Well, we'll clean up in a little bit.
Well, after Burn had effectively taken care of the minor nuisance in the dretch that was in a barrel, Pepper is going to look around and get a closer look at some of the stuff, and we'll say that that is his turn. In the sense that he's going to held his action to throw an ice knife at whoever comes down that is hostile.
Gotcha.
Ice scalpel.
That's pretty much what I flavor it as, yeah.
Right. For the sake of this, Pepper is in Area 1. It is now Beloved's turn.
Okay. Now, Beloved is a vindictive lunatic, but she isn't stupid enough to assume that there are no traps in here.
Yeah.
So what she's going to attempt to do is avoid the stairs, but still go up. And she's going to do that by using the mimic pseudopod that she harvested in order to use it as an impromptu grappling tool.
Okay.
Literally Indiana Jones her way up there with like a tentacle.
Yes!
Alright, so... excuse me. Should probably change the music, make sure that it's more... Let's be real, combat has started.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's loud. Alrighty. Come on. Show the players. There you go. Battle music. Regardless, I will require an acrobatics just to see how well you can Indiana Joanne your way up here.
Fair.
Indiana
Wow,
Jones.
that's bad.
You take your pseudopod and you whip it up to what would be the main post that leads up to the main mill. You notice there's a hole up there that should be big enough for you to crawl your way through. However, as you toss the pseudopod, it's at this point it's a day old. It's gotten a little crusty. It's not as flexible as it used to be. And almost immediately as you throw it, it's less of a whip and more of a stick that you've thrown.
Okay.
You're like, well, shit. I will say if you use your full movement, you should be able to shimmy your way up, like this main pole area. But you won't be able to reach the second floor.
Okay. That's
Unfortunately, with a 5, that's all I can really give you.
That's okay.
Alrighty. Johnny, it's now your turn.
Would it be a bad idea to just like smash the floor above us?
I mean, I
know that
would give it my full
they're up there.
backing.
Just bring them all down. They'd probably fall.
Yeah, they take some fall damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim at the floor that would be for floor 2 and cast Shatter on it.
Alrighty.
I love that spell.
So
I use it a lot.
the area is a 10-foot radius, correct?
Yeah, 10-foot radius,
Well,
which I feel like
Here.
gets most of this.
Yeah.
exactly gets the entire second floor.
Oh,
they'll
fuck.
never get.
Plays
They'll never get us
so
up here.
bitty.
Ooh.
And
1 sec.
does 3d8 thunder damage. Ow.
17. Nice.
Not a bad amount.
I think Grace said 1 sec, so I think he's BRB.
Yeah.
So.
I was just rolling. So it's done.
Sorry about that.
Well, you always reinforce your floors.
Mhm.
Alright,
What
that
were you-
is my it was my mother. She was calling.
Ah.
Alright, so with that in mind, that is 17 thunder damage to the floor itself. I mean, this is a old windmill, so it's not like it's been reinforced or anything.
Let's just get the whole gang together right off the bat.
Siege damage.
Mustard Seed would speak up about what about the children upstairs, but he doesn't care, so it's like,
There aren't
You go
children up
get
there
'em.
now.
They're
We both
probably-
know that.
Yeah, those you're taking the assumption that all the children in here are either already dead or might as well be. So might as well, as you rake your fiddle string with what's it called?
Bow.
The
It's a bow.
Yeah.
And this ear-piercing screech just echoes throughout this windmill as you actually visibly see the building shudder. As the floorboards, I'm gonna roll. Go ahead and roll me a percentile dice, actually.
So a D.
100.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just a 100. 43.
43.
Alrighty. Let me get my own dice going. Ow, these are the sharp dice.
You must sacrifice some blood to use them.
The pointy die.
God damn it, why do they make these cases? I know it's to keep them safe and secure, but damn it, it's so hard to get them out.
But at what cost?
Alright. That's one. Alright. With that, the floorboards do give way, and you hear, for a brief moment, you hear, like, a little bit of cackling, like two voices giggling to themselves, like, oh yeah, we're gonna be good for that. Oh shit! As, as the floorboards give way and a bunch of kitchen utensils just kind of scatter to the floor as two hags land. Ugh. Sorry, I'm having so much trouble with my dice.
Oh.
They won't come out of the case.
Oh.
They're like, no, I want Wyatt here.
Oh.
You must give us more blood.
More, yeah.
You joke, but I'm legitimately getting a little scarred up on my fingers by trying to get the.
Oh
sharp
God.
eyes.
Stop! Use another set!
But
No.
they're so pretty.
That's spooky. It's more spooky this way.
You must turn off the goblin brain for now and use a different set.
All right.
Use other shiny math rocks.
They are going to be taking a little bit of fall damage from this.
And so will our DM.
You take slashing damage.
True.
Let me get their tokens down on the board. I actually had a token for this before. Ah, there we are. As down on area 1 now that area 2 has basically been obliterated.
I know that token. I know that image.
Yeah. An annex hag as well as a green hag fall to the floor as they take let's see, 6 falling damage each.
Welcome to the party.
They pull themselves out and they're like, "Oh, my souffle! Forget your souffle! We got intruders!" As the Agnes hag pulls herself up and is ready to fight. All right, it is now Burn. It is now your turn.
He'll take stock of this situation. How does what was the one that Beloved was beating up earlier? The green one?
The one that Beloved was beating up was a night hag, and she went
Oh.
ethereal.
Oh, so she's still somewhere around.
She's probably still up on the higher floor prepping something.
Gotcha. Can I roll an Arcana to see what would be effective against hags, like spell wise?
I will allow you an Arcana check, yeah. 20.
Dang.
Wizards.
Alrighty. So with that 20, I'll count this as a free action.
Yeah.
You know a plethora of things about hags in general, just from offhand information. You would know that most hags are fae by nature. However, some of them can transcend into basically becoming demons or devils in a way, like the night hag has.
Gotcha.
Stat-wise, they're basically just old women who have some magic. Their primary thing is being in disguise, but they are capable of severe magic if you allow them the opportunity. The green hag doesn't seem like she'll be too much of too much trouble. They don't have any necessarily noticeable weakness other than something that's like anti-fae.
What about poison?
Surprisingly, no. They are not immune to poison. Or at the very least, the green hag isn't. It's mostly, with that 20, you will know that the night hag that Beloved was beating up is definitely going to be the biggest issue, essentially.
Gotcha. Alright, I'll use this at second level then.
Alright, Ray of Sickness. So, which one are you using this on? The Endless Hag or the Green Hag?
Let's go with the Endless Hag.
Alrighty.
Plus 8. Come on. Huh?
Alrighty.
Is that hit?
just see her roll real fast. Alright, she has a plus... the Agnes Hand is pretty beefy. She is...
Oh, damn it.
So, but she only has a plus 2... Oh, she has a plus 5 to her con save.
Shit. Well, this is just a hit for starters.
Yeah.
Alright. On hit. Alright, that does hit.
Alright. I'll
So,
still at least roll the damage, so... I'm casting at level 2, so it's 3d8. Oh, almost max!
shit. So con save.
Oh wait, no, actually, no. She rolls an 11.
Portents?
Or 10. But no, you said... Because that just makes the roll, she still gets to add her bonus, right?
Yes.
Then no, never mind, because that would be exactly my spell save DC, so yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. She only rolled a 5, so that's
She's not poisoned.
she's still poisoned. So, Agnes Hag, ironically, is poisoned.
Exactly! We're just gonna keep going with this irony. And then Burn will hide outside the door and gain cover. Like he hasn't stepped in yet, he just peeked in, did that, and went back to
Yeah.
the side.
Alrighty.
'Cause
With that, it is now Mustard Seed's turn.
So when Burn took a peek, are both of the hags in view?
Yes. I mean, if you can look inside, you can see these two.
yeah, it's not a big area.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
actually pretty crowded in there with 4 people in that room.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold off on Hunter's Mark because I'm actually down quite a bit of spells. And I am just going to take advantage of this being the first turn and do 3 attacks to the hag that isn't poisoned. Spread this out.
Spread the damage.
Yeah, so 25, 13, and then I get an extra 1 because it's the first turn.
Mm-hmm.
Another
Aw.
13.
Okay. The 25 hits, the 13s do not. As you let loose your first shot, you send out 2 more. This green hag, propping up from the floor, quickly holds up her hands, and in mid-flight, these 2 arrows are actually caught as she throws them down to the floor.
Oh crap, it's a monk.
Got a
They
hack
would throw it back.
She doesn't
hag
have
with
that.
monk possibilities. This is actually really scary.
Yeah.
That actually would be pretty scary. But yeah, she caught it those 2 magically. So go ahead and roll damage for the first one.
Alright. No Hunter's Mark, just 8 damage.
Alright. She's looking a little pissed. But knowing the situation, she knows that she's gonna need to prep up her game a little bit. As the 2 of them look at each other. Let's see, what are they gonna do? Because it's now their turn.
Oh my god.
Do they notice that Beloved is right above them on the central pillar?
I thought that was like a thing that's going through the whole building.
Yeah, the central pillar.
I mean,
She's
Beloved's, like,
she's
spinning.
climbing it.
I will say.
No, the
I will say. What's your passive stealth?
Me?
No,
no,
Beloved.
me. My passive stealth is. Where would that be listed?
It's just 10 plus your stealth modifier.
Oh, 11.
Okay. One of them notices, one of them doesn't.
Okay.
The Agnes Hag is a little too busy scraping the gunk that Burn drenched her in. The Green Hag does notice you, but I need to decide what they are going to do.
Okay.
What can they do? The second floor is completely off limits. Okay. Alright. First is the Green Hag. Noticing that there are 2 people inside and 2 people outside, she is going to... Green Hags really don't have that lot of, like, spell-wise, I'm realizing.
They're the weakest hags.
Well, what she is going to do is she is going to use her action to cast Minor Illusion to block the doorway. She snaps her fingers, and what looks like a giant toad fills up the doorway, blocking anyone's view from the outside.
It's just a frog?
She reaches into a box and then chucks a toad near the doorway. And then it swells up, blocking up the doorway. And you now,
Okay.
everyone
There's
outside,
a more efficient way.
as everyone outside can no longer see inside.
Yeah, I think I'm still outside. I just knocked him down.
With that, she is going to try and position herself up the stairs and try and get to what is left of the second floor. She does proc an attack of opportunity from Pepper, but Pepper does not use his reaction to attack her.
You did say that he was preparing his
Oh,
ice
that's
knife
right.
for anyone who came down.
All right.
Oh, Wyatt's almost... He's on his way.
All right.
Oh shit!
Yay!
But yeah, ice knife. One hit. All right. D20 plus 7. Oh yeah, that hits. He's got a plus 7 to this attack, so that's definitely going to hit. So it's a 1d10. And then you need to make dex.
There you go.
Alright.
Oh shit!
2d6. Alrighty.
Hey, dude.
Hey!
Hello.
We're so glad to have you.
Yay! So glad to be here.
Right, that is going to be 12, 13. Alright, as Dr. Pepper tosses out his ice knife, it explodes and manages to, the collective, ice manages to gather both of the hags as, they're running around. But with that in mind, the hag does get up the stairs, and she begins to mess with something. Most of you cannot either see from the outside, or those who are inside don't have a clear view of her at the moment. The Agnes hag, however, is going to use her multi-attack. And bite 2 claws. She's gonna give Dr. Pepper a big ol' hug. A
Aww.
crushing hug.
Oh.
It's a plus 8 to hit. As she goes up to you, Pepper, this visibly hulking old lady, as she says, "Give Granny a kiss."
Oh. No, thank you, madam. I don't want to get infected.
Let's call it like
Just
is.
no chill whatsoever.
Let's see. Pepper, your AC is 13.
Yes, it
And
is.
This is a 21 to hit.
Oh, well, I thank you for appreciating me putting some ice on those wounds, but you don't really need to.
All right, you are going to be taking 96 plus 5 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus Christ.
96?
Well, then I'm dead.
No, 9d6.
No.
That's still a lot.
Gotta enunciate.
You gotta E your denunciate. You gotta E your un. Oh, is he rolling?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. On the damage.
Oh, okay. I was
All right. A little piss poor on the damage, but plus 5. That is going to be a whopping 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's more reasonable.
Which is below average because I rolled a lot of 1s, but for the sake of this, you are considered grappled. And you'll be taking more damage as this hug continues. However, she
Get
can't
him out
really
of there.
attack anyone else while she's doing this. So
Also,
you
does she take poison? Does she take poison damage on her turn?
Oh, that's right, because she is... Oh, she also has disadvantage because she is indeed poisoned.
Aha!
Wait.
So maybe you aren't crushed to death.
So yeah, I guess re-roll the attack.
Oh, well, that's a 19 on the die, so...
Okay, so
Ah.
it happens. But still.
This is why I don't trust chiropractors.
Yeah, your hollow bird bones are just kind of... You visibly hear, like, the chicken wings kind of crunch in this giant hag's arms. As she's currently giving Pepper a very, very tight granny hug.
Oh, I should have been holding on to my wishbone. I might have been able to grant not breaking them.
Alright, it is now Irina's turn. As she hears what's going on, it's like, oh shit. She is going to race in. She's going to
frog?
attempt to shove the frog, but because this is indeed an illusion, she just phases right through it.
Oh, that breaks that illusion for everyone. We're good to go now.
That
The
didn't
illusion does
last.
stay up.
We
However,
don't know what's...
you know it's a fake one, so it's just a matter of you peering, like walking through.
You still can't see through it, but you can move through it.
Yeah, that was the hag's intent. A line of sight, essentially.
Like a smoke screen.
All right. With that, Irina, sensing the danger, she is immediately gonna whip out Shadow Blades. And as her action, she is going to Booming Blade.
Good old booming blade.
Played this all like boom, baby.
Eldritch
Hell
Knight.
yeah.
Oh, baby. An 11 isn't going to cut it.
Hey.
As she goes in for... She whips out her rapier, and it courses with both the shadow and thunderous magic that she erupts into it. She slams into what is like this very chunky part of this hag's back. It's mostly like driftwood and pustules, and it's very gross, and effectively does no damage. She's
But
like,
it does relieve a lot of her back strain.
It does. Let's see. She used her bonus action and she used her, There's not much else she can really do right now. That's kind of her whole shtick. She's just like, shit. As she shouts out to Periwimple. Periwimple! As, Periwimple does come in, barreling through after. He's like, oh, excuse me, Mr. Frog. As he kind of pushes it off to the side. Seeing Irina trying to help
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, he too is going to, he is actually going to try and do the shove action. Because here's the thing about shoving actions and grapple checks. If you shove a creature away outside the reach of a certain creature that is grappled, the grapple is cancelled.
Burn the fire.
Into the oven.
Alright.
Exactly.
Alright, he's first, and shove action can be replaced with normal attack, so he has 3 options to do said thing. First one is a soft 20. The Agnes Hag is pretty strong. She has +5. With an 18, Pepper, you're being crushed to death. You're almost certain that if you don't get out of this hug, you're going to die.
John said something.
Oh,
What?
No, it's alright. Just keep going.
Not John, one of you.
She already failed, just keep going.
but Periwimple comes up, places his hand between you and this very disgusting old lady, and proceeds to make room for Jesus as he kind of pushes the two of you guys away as this hag is shoved out of her grapple.
Periwinkle did? For me?
He just kind of barreled in like a fucking football player.
With that, he is going to say, let's see, he's going to two-hand his broom.
Oh my god.
27 to hit, and he's going to use one of superiority die to add an extra d8 to this for 1 point of damage.
Security?
That is basically going to be his menacing attack, and to basically get this old hag to stay away as he stands between her and Dr. Pepper.
What about the damage?
It's a 1.
What about for just like hitting her with the broom?
Ow.
What is happening?
Putting a curse on her.
Oh, so Grantul is 16 points of piercing damage as it takes the broom and it's like, alright, that's enough of that. As he begins to shove this lady away, almost like a shopkeep trying to shove a rowdy customer out of the store, just jamming her in the gut. Let's see, Agnes Hags are not immune to frightening, so she.
What's with all these monsters not being immune to like things they do?
I mean,
Right?
are you immune to things you can do?
But it's like we've discovered a very interesting pattern, starting with like Gale's charming us, reflecting a charm against a succubus.
We had the Crown of Madness on fucking Strahd.
Yeah.
Alright, she is frightened by Periwimple, and she's like, ah! As this big
a
Hulk.
strapping young man.
Alright, with that, he is also going to, let's see, it's 1 superiority dice. He is going to make another two-handed strike with his third attack. Natural 20! And
Go,
for
Periwin. Go.
let's see.
Do we need to be here?
Yes, we need to cheer him on.
He's not going to use another superiority. Mostly because she doesn't have anything in her hand. Ooh,
Wait, what?
that is a whopping, that's 12.
2d8 plus 5.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's the thing
He's a
about...
strong boy.
He's a strong boy, and he has the brute feat. Weapon damage dies are doubled.
He is
Holy shit.
unstoppable.
He's a
Why don't
gladiator.
we just let him fight Strahd?
There's a reason why he's a companion in this campaign. He is very strong. He hits like a
Buff the shit
goddamn
out of
truck.
Periwinkle, and then just send him against Strahd.
It's like, he's
Hey,
like a
I
puppet.
have an army. We have a periwinkle.
Periwinkle. Wow.
Yeah, he straight up fucks up this old lady with 2 massive jabs. As she is not looking all that good. As she's looking pretty bad. As those 2 jabs alone put sizable divots in her chest cavity. As she's not
Better be
doing so
ribs
hot.
at least.
As she says, "Oh, Sonny, if you wanted to give me a poke, you do it the other way around. You don't."
Ew.
Wow.
With that in mind, it is now the top of the order, and our good old leader of this little coven, what's her name? We need to know her name. Morganatha is going to use a lair action.
Boy.
Alright, I need everyone to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Just
Hey,
literally
Roland.
everyone.
Everyone who is inside the building.
Oh, so
I
not
still have
me.
time.
Oh my god!
Well, I have my bones crushed.
He's probably a little scared, yeah.
Arena, wisdom saving throw.
Can't talk to them for a minute, so
boy.
words of terror will not help.
Harry
Yeah.
Wimple.
Oh, wait. Beloved is still raging from when she was attacking the night hag.
Advantage. Or
You
Oh,
got
that's
advantage
right.
on your 6, so you have a 6.
No. Because she is a berserker,
No.
she is immune to this effect.
Oh.
Yes.
Alright, Periwimple, he has advantage on this because this is indeed a magical effect. Unfortunately, the 15 isn't going to cut it. With that in mind, you notice this entire windmill, as it's spinning, purple dust begins to shower down. As bits of that dream pastry begins to scatter around, Dr. Pepper, you fall unconscious as you are now asleep. Irina begins to fight it off as best she can, but it's not enough. She too begins to fall asleep, as well as Periwimple begins to fall asleep. This counts as a charm effect, so Beloved, you are not considered affected by this. You're simply too angry at this old bitch to fall asleep. Let's see. The hags, however, have advantage on this because, you know, it's their own brew. But they do not just get a full clean slate. The Agnes hag fails as well. Because she has disadvantage on this, and so it cancels out. And even with with her +2, a 9 is not going to cut it. And the other hag, the green hag, she has advantage because she is not affected. That's a soft 20, so yeah, she is fine. With that in mind, Dr. Pepper, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Can't we just say I'm frail? Yeah. Oh, never mind. Hope is alive.
Okay. Good news. You are not poisoned. Bad news is, roll me a 2d4.
No. All right, two. D4 and bleh.
Alright. The duration of this sleep effect is going to last for 5 hours.
Well.
wait, what?
That's a lot.
Unless we wake him up.
Yeah, you can just wake him up, but
You don't know that.
he's fine.
Alright, beloved, it is now your turn. You notice that your companions downstairs have all dropped to the floor, as well as the Agnes Hag. And you know that the green hag is somewhere on the second floor.
Okay.
They're down the window.
Beloved is going to make a reckless attack on the sleeping hag, and she's going to do it by jumping directly down from the central pillar. So here we go.
It's a 22, that hits.
Blah.
From the top ropes! As beloved, you come barreling down, and you only needed 2 points of damage because that's how much Periwinkle fucked her up. You straight up Gallagher this hag's head. The Agnes Hag is
Oof.
down.
Okay. Is there a fire in the fireplace right now?
Yes, there is.
Okay. She's just going to throw the hag's body in there as her second attack. So I'm just gonna make a strength check.
Yeet.
Yeah, you grab the torso that remains and you shove it into, like, what would be head first into it as it quickly catches fire. You have enough movement to go up the stairs.
Okay. And do I have a third attack since I'm raging and reckless?
Yes.
Okay. For my third attack, I would like to make Beloved scream very, very loudly.
Like, is it like an intimidation or something?
She's going to try and wake up the others.
Oh,
So
okay.
what would I roll for that?
Huh. Let's see. I actually think that this is a barbarian feat for the Berserker, where you can basically intimidate people as a bonus action. What level are you again?
6.
Okay, let me check something real fast. Barbarian. Let's see. Attack bonus for fast movement. Alright, Primal Path, Path from Berserker, friendly, minus rage. Okay, yeah, intimidating presence, that's at a level 10.
Okay, that's fine.
I will say you can't use your bonus action to basically lightly tap one of your companions to do 1 point of damage.
Like some with her heal.
Effectively waking up someone.
She'll lightly tap Periwinkle then.
Alright. You get, like, you rear back your hand and you smack Periwinkle upside, well, gently upside his head, and he is going to make a con save with advantage. Okay, yeah. You give him a light little smack. He's like, I'm up.
This is how his uncle wakes him up for his birthday.
Yeah.
Aww.
On Halloween.
All right.
Beloved doesn't say anything. She just extends her hand to help him up and indicates that he should follow her up the stairs. And she'll use her entire movement to get up the stairs.
Alrighty. As you get up the stairs, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw with advantage because of your danger sense.
Thank you.
Barbarians!
Hell yeah. Alright, dexterity saving. There.
That 14 is just what you need. Thankfully, the DC for this is only a 12. As you go in to race up the stairs, but something in the back of your head rings out as you jump back from this top step. as what looks like a scythe goes flying towards you and jams into the door. Or would be the pathway that you just were. As the hag had catapulted a scythe towards you.
Okay. Well, that'll be our whole turn, and yeah. It is Johnny's turn now, I think.
Yeah, for the sake of this, you are in area 2.
Got it.
Okay.
Johnny, you cannot see inside because the frog illusion is still up. But you can easily pass through.
Yeah, I'll just pop inside then. I'll put that there so you know I'm in. Is there just the one dead witch, or
There is one dead hag who is currently roasting in the oven. You hear commotion upstairs. I hear like a blade sink into the wall. But you don't have a direct line of sight for the hag, unfortunately.
is there like a ledge up there I could be standing on?
Yes. There is a visible hole. A large hole.
How high is a standard jump?
I believe a standard jump is,
Because like conceivably, how high is like to jump up there?
check.
I have an idea.
Oh.
Alright, movement, jumping. Alright, high jump. You can a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before jumping. Standard high jump can jump only half that distance.
So I have 5 plus D8, and I can just hop up there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boing.
Yeah, I can about 7 feet.
Okay.
He's so strong.
7 feet. Alright, I'll allow you to roll an acrobatics to see if you can grab onto a ledge.
Oh.
Damn.
You jump up and you grab onto a loose floorboard, but you hear a resounding crack as you fall back to the floor. You still have your actions and your movement.
Alright.
That was an attempt.
Yeah.
You can easily
Well-
make it up the stairs, though.
Yeah, but instead I'm just gonna do a good old counter charm.
Oh.
I can start a performance. During that time, you and any friendly creatures within 30 feet of you have advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
Alright.
Because I feel like these guys might get frightening.
That's true. When they wake
Alrighty. With that, so frightened or charmed effects have advantage on their saving throws as you begin to make a loud ruckus. So yeah, so those who are still asleep, they'll be able to hopefully get up on their next turn.
Gotcha.
Any bonus action that you want to use?
I don't really think I have any bonus actions at all. So,
Alrighty. Burn. It's now your turn.
I think I was going to try and take 10 minutes to cast, so I can't do that. How far up is Beloved up the stairs? Like, could I reach her in time?
Yes.
Now, Burn will follow her and Periwinkle up the stairs, then gently reach over and tap her on the back with that.
Ooh, nice.
Alright. Let's see. Alright. I'm assuming you're going with Fae or
Okay,
Fiend?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm probably Fae because they're both technically Fae still, right?
Technically the Night Hag is a Fiend, but I'm like, that's stupid. Hags are Fae.
Yeah.
So yeah, she still counts as a Fae, so
Yeah.
this works.
And then he will hide behind Periwinkle.
Alrighty.
Smart.
Alright, creature had disadvantage on attack rolls against the creature, can't be charmed, frightened, possessed by them. It's already charmed, frightened. Alright.
Mostly for the disadvantage on attack rolls.
We ain't gonna get spooked anytime soon.
All right, Mustard Seed.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of commotion inside. You know that this frog is very obviously an illusion.
John?
Yes? Oh, right, I go after him. Yeah, so I'm just gonna run in because I know it's an illusion. There's no more living hags on the first floor. So if the floor collapsed, how do you get to the second floor?
It's just like the
The
middle
stairs
of the floor is
are
yeah.
right there.
Oh.
There is a hole that I do believe with your Haragon's feet that you can just jump up.
Oh, yeah. I have this.
You can basically jump 5
and-
times your proficiency bonus.
Which is 15 feet as a bonus action.
Boing!
Yeah?
That makes the sonic spring noise.
Alright, and I'm up, and thankfully, Dr. Peppers is no longer in immediate danger for the time being. So I will go ahead and just unload with 2 shots because it's no longer the first round.
Hey, do we see the hag on this floor?
Yes.
Cool.
Alright, then yeah, double 24s.
Alrighty. Let's see. Alright, even if she uses a shield, she's not going to be able to protect against that. Both hit.
Alright, 22. That's more like it.
Another arrow adds to the pincushion-like body that she already has. She staggers backwards a little bit as she, looking a little pissed. She grabs something from behind her. Is there a bonus action that you have? Oh, you already used it.
My bonus action was, my bonus action was hopping up here.
Alright. It is now the hag's turn.
Yeah.
As, let's see. Which one was this one? I know they have names. She says, "You know, I never really liked Bella. She's kind of very gross. So did me a favor in that part. However, a lot of you get the fuck out of our house!" As, she is going to cast... Let's see. What spell was it? She's going to cast Caustic Brew on the 3 of you who are up here.
Alright.
Is that a ranged attack? Nope. Dex save.
Dex saves.
Alright.
If I fail, I get to add a d4. 26.
Oh, shit. Ow. Well, I'm hiding behind Periwimple. Can you help me?
And
Oh.
Periwimple's behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be more precise, you're on the first floor. If you went all the way back down to Periwimple, you could have easily, made that distance, because it's 10 feet to go up and down the stairs.
I'm already here. Whatever.
Right, with that, Mustard Seed, you jump out of the way. Burn and Beloved, unfortunately, you do get doused. Saving throw, concentration. Alright, until you can get this acid off, you're going to be taking 2d4 acid damage at the start of your turns.
Okay.
How much?
2d4.
2d4 acid.
Oh, okay.
With a bonus action, she is going to Misty Step towards the stairs and get further up.
Even further than before? How up is there?
4. It's right here.
Oh.
Alright, Irina has advantage on this save because of the counterspell. Natural 20.
Nice.
She shakes herself free from the sleep effect. She's like, ugh, my mouth tastes like copper. As she's going to let's see. You know what? She's going to take her action to see if she can wake up Dr. Pepper. So that is her action. I'm gonna roll a medicine check for her. What, natural 20?
20.
She wakes him up and heals him of childhood trauma.
It isn't the first time Strahd tried to roofie her.
That is true.
Oh my
Oh my god.
This is not, that's not inaccurate, sadly.
Whoa.
She's like, okay, how do I wake him up? She looks around and she sees your bottle of Dr. Pepper.
Oh
As,
god.
She points her beak up to the ceiling, shakes the bottle, puts it into what would be your mouth, and everyone downstairs can just see fizz, just filling up Pepper's mask. Just foam, just kind of filling out everywhere. She's like, well, she said he did say that this was a medical potion, so let's see if it works. Pepper, you wake up from your stupor.
It's a
Not-
cool, refreshing taste of Dr. Pepper.
I am
Yeah,
crashed.
your cure-all has cured you. You are no longer asleep, as you are effectively been waterboarded by your own medicine. So,
I feel I could live another minute.
and that's her turn. Periwinkle is going to start making his way up the stairs as well. He's only able to get up to the second floor, unfortunately, as he looks at a lot of you.
Can he wash it off?
It's like, oh,
It says until a creature uses its action. Can he just like use the broom on me?
it's like,
love
oh,
it.
oh dear. He reaches behind him, and instead of his broom, he pulls out a mop. And begins to wipe down Burn, because you're the most squishy. He just kind of wipes you down with a mop.
This is degrading, but let it happen, or else be burned.
It's what heroes do. It's mop up the mess.
All right.
Oh my god.
It is now the top of the order list. Once again, our night hag is gonna try to pull some bullshit.
Could she just not?
Ow! This stupid D4 is too sharp.
Oh, this was party.
Okay. Everyone who is on the second floor needs to roll a dexterity saving throw. Beloved with advantage because of your danger sense.
Alright. Guess we're doing this again.
That's a pass.
You learned from last time.
Pass.
13,
Add
I
your
will
D4.
use... Yeah, I will... Well, let me ping it first. Lucky footwork, and... I know, right? So that's gonna be a 17.
Okay. Thankfully, all of you pass, since all of you did. The DC was 17. You all look around, and you hear the creaking of the windmill speed up. And the actual mill part of it begins to speed up. As blades shoot out, and everyone ducks down.
What?
Whoa, okay.
As what would be basically blades of doom just completely like slicing away at the second floor. Thankfully, no one gets hit. Everyone ducked down out of the way. As this mill in the center is just going wild right now. For the sake of this next round, entering this area will you'll need to either walk or like crawl through this area to get around, or you may potentially get hit by the blades.
So they're still shooting blades out, or
No, think of it like they shoot out and then they start spinning. Like, think of actual propeller in this room.
Oh, so they're like floating
Looks like that-
projectiles.
it's like that room in the Shadow Temple in Legend of Zelda.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Alright, top of the order list. Dr. Pepper, you are now awake after your cold brew has brought you back to the living.
Oh, joy! Irina, thank you so much. You get a 20% discount on your next purchase.
Even free, just 20%.
Well, I mean, shipping is like quite a big hassle these days. It really
To
is.
Ravenloft.
Yeah. So, just out of character, Johnny's on the roof of the first floor, right?
He's in the
I'm still
first
on the
area.
first floor.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
still hurt.
I'm just playing a song.
Johnny, Irina, and yourself are on the first floor, and Periwinkle, Beloved, Burn, and Mustard Seed are on the second floor, and the hags are above that.
They're on
See.
top.
Cool.
Guys, I'm so very weak and need my medicine, but you should go on ahead. Take my phantom steed.
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
That takes.
Just summon a horse.
It takes a minute.
Yeah, you don't have the time for this.
Shit.
But the idea of just summoning a horse and making this even more cramped.
Or it just jams the blender upstairs.
I mean, the last thing they expect is for a horse to attack them on the third floor of their windmill.
I'll be nice. Dr. Pepper, roll me a perception check real fast.
P. For perception.
Alright. You notice that the center point of this building, that beam right there, that Johnny is kind of covering up right now.
Where that?
You just move him over a little bit just to show the point. That beam right there, it's turning very fast right now.
Oh.
And you can see the blades kind of spinning up above you.
Damn it.
I think I'm catching what you're spitting. Let's see, from spice, not paraffin stain. Kind of madness. Alright. I'm already feeling queasy and dizzy, so I'm like, everyone stop moving! Just throw a knife at that pillar, shatter it.
So, like, maybe freeze it and jam it.
Yeah.
Yeah, please
Oh.
don't break it. We need this place intact.
Right.
Yeah, you don't really want this
Maybe.
place to collapse on you guys while you're still inside of it.
We might have to rebuild the second floor, but
Alright, with that in mind, you know what, I'll be nice. I'll rule cool it. You're gonna ice up the mechanics of this this mill to make it stop.
Well, I was thinking, like, you throw a knife in it, like, part of it hits the ground, and thus, like, it spears through the turny bit.
And then, yeah, like you stab it, and then like the ice explosion jams up the gears.
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, that's what I assumed it was.
Alright. Roll me a percentile die.
Oh,
100.
what's a percentile die?
It's D100.
D100.
Yeah.
Okay. Get over there.
Alright, you got a 50-50 shot.
Hey.
It's an 18. So yeah. You fire off your ice knife at the base of this beam that's turning and creaking, and the exploding ice begins to jam it up as it begins to slow down as the ice and snow that you jammed into it begins to hinder its speed. The DC for upstairs is a lot lower now, and it will not hit nearly as hard.
Awesome. Thank you, Wyatt.
You're welcome.
Alright, Beloved,
Yes,
it's now your
please.
turn.
Kill that person.
Okay. Beloved is still pretty single-minded about this. She's going to kill the hags. And, she knows that with one of them dead, they can no longer, cast their coven spells. Which is really good. She's going to keep advancing, though she's gonna, like, you know, the soldier crawl to avoid the blades.
Alrighty. I will say that with your full movement, you'll be able to get to the third floor, because you were already like. It only takes like 15 feet to get up there from where you were.
Okay.
So with your full 40 movement, I believe that you have, you should be able to get up there.
Okay.
Alright, as you manage to crawl up the stairs, you immediately see the green hag as she's currently opening up a cage, as two children are kind of screaming at the moment.
Oh, she sees red.
Who's touching the child?
And you could throw something at her, maybe.
I'm looking through my equipment. And I don't really see anything. Oh, I guess I have a stake.
Yeet.
Alright.
Great.
Yes?
Would I be able to throw the stake at her?
Yes. It'll count as an impromptu weapon, so it'll just be, it's just gonna be your strength modifier for the actual damage. +1.
Okay.
So yeah. Throw a stick at her.
Okay. What do I roll?
D20 plus your strength. I don't believe you're proficient with improvised weapons. That just hits.
Awesome. And what do I roll for the damage?
It's just 1 plus your strength modifier.
Oh, so 4.
Alright.
And she's specifically aiming at the hag's shoulder to incapacitate the arm that's reaching for the children.
Alright. You're crawling up the stairs, the blades are whirling past and almost like nicking your hair. You see this hag, she's reaching in for these kids in the inside, properly looking for like a hostage situation or something. They're screaming bloody murder, and you take out your stake and you chuck it, like laser beam it and dart her right in the hand as it punctures her left hand. She looks down at the stairs with a glare, and she's like, "God, you bitch!" With that,
Beloved just screams wordlessly in response.
Children are equally as frightened.
all right, is that your full turn?
I don't think there's anything else I can do, so yeah.
All right, Johnny.
You're up, Johnny.
Probably run up the stairs to where the one enemy we know the location of is.
All right, as you get up to the second floor, you realize that there is spinning blades of doom that are hindering your path. If you want to go in here without taking any damage, you'll have to move that to half speed.
Give me a second. Let me look something.
You could jump again.
You can do it, Johnny.
It's a spinny thing, so yeah, I'll get past it. What do I need to roll?
If you're gonna move at normal pace, it'll be a dexterity saving throw. Okay, the DC has been lowered, so you do pass. As you jump upward and you manage to keep pace with the blades, slightly, but as you're making your way past like the last bit of it, they do kind of slightly slice you a bit. As you take 6 slashing damage as you make your way up to the second set of stairs.
Oh, great. I forgot to roll for the acid damage that
Right.
Beloved took.
Let me roll that for you. Since I went to the trouble of getting this fucking D4 out. That is 4 acid damage.
Okay.
As, you're crawling up these stairs, just sizzling from the acid.
Yeah.
So am I all the way up to the top, or?
You are at the top of the stairs, and because everything is so close together, you should be within like reach of this hag.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to. Where is my shoot bow?
Damn!
It's
And-
just there.
Using a bardic inspiration, I will also use psychic blades.
Nice.
That's a natural
So-
20 for 19 points of damage total.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kind of hot.
Hell yeah.
There. I have. Let me double check something else. Psychic blades.
Yeah, she's not looking so good. She staggers back a little bit as she coughs up this black ichor. As your bolt jams her right in the shoulder. She's looking like she's on her last leg.
Nice. It's the same arm where Beloved hit her, right?
Yes.
Okay.
With that, Burn. It's now your turn.
Killing blow. Killing blow.
Only. I can't see up the stairs until I get to the next part, right?
Yes.
But I can take half movement and at least get to the stairs where I can see her, yes?
Yes.
Cool,
With
I'll
15
do that so I don't...
Yeah, with
yeah, so I
15
don't
feet of
take any
movement,
damage.
you should be able to get up to these stairs.
Seeing she's almost dead, Burn will just point a finger at her and pew. It's that level. I need to recode that one, so I'll just roll 2 meat. 3, 8, 4 plus 3. You. Oh my god, max damage!
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you let loose these arcane bullets that swirl up into the third floor, and then just homing missile their way into this hag. As I want to make like a Godfather reference.
No.
Go for it.
but I've never watched The Godfather, so
Say hello
Oh.
to my little friend.
I am the Godfather.
but yeah, just straight up Tommy gun to the torso of this hag gets like rat-a-tat-tat. She is punctured full of holes as she is dead. She falls over limp off the side of the box as the two children that are inside this cage hold each other close and just try to make themselves as small as possible as the fighting commences.
Yeah, Vic, we're probably gonna need Johnny's persuasion rolls for getting them out of that cage.
He's good.
Yeah, I can do that.
Alright.
Deal with the problems first.
Yeah,
Right, right.
That's Burn's turn.
Alright, with both hags dead, Morganatha is going to use a legendary action as all of you see two wispy spirits erupt from their corpses. They shoot up towards the fourth floor. Burns, Johnny, and Beloved. You watch as these two souls sink up above the ceiling, and you notice the trap door that's on the ceiling.
So we have to go through that to get to the 4th floor.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna roll something. Okay. Mustard Seed, it's now your turn. Also, someone's mic is...
Alright, well, so... Is the trapdoor up a ladder?
I would say that on the 3rd floor, easily someone could reach up and grab a handle on the 3rd floor.
Like the ceiling's not that tall.
Well, first off, how much of my movement would it take to climb up to the 3rd floor?
It takes roughly about 15 feet. But if you want to
Alright.
move at normal pace, it's a dexterity saving throw to avoid getting cut.
Oh, okay.
Because this is still going on. The blade's down here.
Right. Well, if I pass the dex save, how much of my movement is lost?
None.
None? Okay, I'll take the dex save.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll.
And a d4.
What?
16.
Alright, you just needed the 16 is what you needed. You
Holy
only
shit.
take...
Oh!
It's for half damage.
Yeah. it's
Okay.
half damage there.
You only take 6 slicing.
No, my first bit of damage. Oh well.
As your lucky foot gets a little bit of a nick.
Alright. Well, feet, rather. And... Well, we know she's on the 4th floor. Since I still have all my movement, would, how much would it take to open the door to the 4th floor?
It will require an action. But that's about as far as you can get.
Alright, well, in that case, I'll go ahead and get the door open for everybody. I'll use my action for that.
Alrighty. Managed to get your way up to the 3rd floor. You see that hatch as you rip down the cord. And you're at the very top of the windmill, this onion-like dome.
Oof. And So I guess I'm on the top now.
Yes. As you look forward, you see that hag from the outside. She's currently over a cauldron right now as you watch as those two spirits from earlier that passed by the woods seep into it. She looks off to the lot of you
yeah.
and she says, "Don't think this is over, Sonny. I will have my revenge."
In that case, with my bonus action, I'll just Hunter's Mark her, and that'll be it.
Alrighty. It is now her turn.
Can we
Also,
see her
I'm here
down here
now.
now?
Unfortunately, with how narrow the hatch is, you don't really have visual of her right now.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay, alright.
No. You do. You're up there.
Okay.
We don't because the trapdoor's too small.
You watch as this night hag kicks open the side of this hatch, jumps into the cauldron herself, and it begins to fly away outside.
Can I do, like, shots at her while she's trying to run?
Tax opportunity or something?
With how narrow this place is, you do get an attack of opportunity.
Alright, just one?
Only one.
Yeah, I'll take a arrow at her. 21.
That'll hit.
Alright, so 11, and because it's a Hunter's Mark, she will get an extra d6 to that. 16.
Alright, she eats the bullet, but she
She has to
continues to
concentrate to fly?
Technically, yes.
Smile. Can I see her out a window now on this top floor?
Yes, I'll say at this point, combat is coming to an end, so this is the closing cutscene, essentially. Mustard Seed, as you stand outside this hatch, and you watch as this hag begins to fly out into the distance, you still have your Hunter's Mark, Burn, and Dr. Pepper, anyone who has range. You can attempt to knock this bitch out of the sky as she flies away.
Is there a window on the floor I'm on?
Yes.
Okay, I shoot.
Shoot her!
Well, that's not exactly what I was meaning when I asked if she had to concentrate to fly. As I was gonna say, she rolls an 11.
Okay.
'Cause it's
Okay.
important.
So with that, she rolled an 11, and the damage was right. As Burn, you look outside the window. You watch as Mustard Seed, Johnny, even Beloved are all just chucking whatever they can to knock this old hag out of the sky. Your eye lights up. As for a brief moment, you feel the wind kind of change a little bit. The mist gets a little bit thicker in one certain area, enough to make her flinch. Coughing up a little bit from the acoustic miasma that is the mist of Ravenloft. And with that portents of an 11, she does go careening down to the floor. As one good hand crossbow shot does land enough damage on her. So she was about 80 feet in the air.
I just want to ask real quick, because I know she had said that she had info about Strahd. Is she, is she within 30 feet still?
When she lands on the ground, maybe.
In the air.
I mean, as she's like falling, I want to try and do this and just like go as far as I can into her mind.
Okay.
To try and get that info about Strahd. And actually, you know what? Can I use a portent twice in a row?
I mean, at this point, it's all like cutscene, so yeah, so long as you have the resources to use it.
She has to roll a wisdom save, so, you know, to like block my detect thoughts probing. But I still have a nat 1 portent, so fuck her.
Okay.
I want that secret about Strahd, because
Okay.
she's the one who said it.
So let me play out this scene. As all of you
As
are
she's falling.
currently in the midst of knocking her out of the sky, Burn, your eye lights up once more as you probe her mind for what secrets it holds. Let me change the music a little bit because
Alright,
go back to our Into the Mist.
gotcha.
Effectively, combat is over. I will say that this much, as she falls to the ground and she takes. Let me just. It's 80 feet off the ground, so that I do believe that is
8d6.
8d6.
It's a d6 for every 10, I'm pretty sure.
Oof. She takes a whopping 32 points of falling damage. Plus all the damage that she took through there, that she slightly resists. Because, unfortunately, very few of you have magical weapons.
Yeah.
You manage to get just close enough to get to peer into her mind. And underneath your eye patch, you see flashes of information, as I need to roll back.
I remember what that information was.
Yeah. It should be under this chapter. Alright, here it is. Alright. You see a flash before your eyes, the mountains, a certain path that leads out to somewhere. You see an eyeball within the castle walls of Ravenloft, as watching Strahd, collecting information. Alright. You see a collective amount of stuff, and this eye that's been in the castle Ravenloft, slowly you see Morganath taking notes, watching every action that Strahd has made throughout his time here in Barovia. You learn
She's
the
that
following.
old?
She's pretty old. She is pretty powerful. She is a night hag, after all. That takes a lot of dedication.
Yeah.
But with that, you learn the following information.
Okay.
Strahd has mastery over the land and the weather, and his spies include the Vistani. There's a Vistani camp to the west of the shores of the Seer Pool, which which you guys have already known, actually.
The Madame Ava's?
Madame Eva, yeah. Strahd has undead enemies in Barovia.
Yeah, they want to be the top dog too.
You see knights, fallen ones, cladded in silver armor that depicts a silver dragon. You notice that you see the signpost of Valaki.
That's where we're going.
Yep. And one last thing before she pulls herself up, ripping out some of the arrows that are filling her body. She grabs her cauldron once more, and she's ready to bolt. She's too distracted by the attacks to know that you're probing her mind at the moment. You see walls of amber up in the mountains. You see a path that very few have ever passed through. One that is guarded, and one that she knows for a fact that Strahd has taken a lot of effort in protecting. You now know the location of the Amber Temple.
Yes.
You know how to get there through the winding path that is Salenka Pass?
Yeah, I know what that is. Cool.
Alright, you now know that location. And with that, she's like, alright, fuck this! She grabs her cauldron and she dimension doors 500 feet into a direction that only Mustard Seed can follow because of his, hunter's mark. But for the sake of this combat, she has escaped.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, let's loot this place.
Would you guys mind if I just take a quick 5-minute break?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have to
Okay.
pee. Let me write down the time.
I do too.
So do you guys want me to just persuade the kids to get out of the thing, or?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
They need to be calmed down.
That'd probably be good.
Yeah.
Offer them some candy.
No, do
That
not do that.
That would make it worse.
Oh. Dr. Pepper puts the candy back in his mask. It was wet anyway.
Okay, so, Wyatt, I believe you said that Dr. Pepper would want those 3 mysterious ingredients on the ground floor.
What were the ingredients?
Hang on, I've got the book. I'll read them to you.
Don't meta game.
It's okay, the DM isn't here.
Okay, let's... Okay, so I actually wanted to ask you guys this earlier. There is a cleric that we left back in Barovia. We just did not collect him. Would you guys like to go back for him? Because now we have a ranger and can move at double speed. Or should we just cut our losses and keep moving?
Fine.
What did we
What?
leave back there?
A cleric,
cleric.
but
No,
Eh.
I mean, Strahd's already on our tail.
we're fine.
Okay. Wyatt, here are the 3 mysterious ingredients on the first floor. You ready?
Oh, okay.
All right. The first is youth. It is a golden syrup, and it apparently it's magical somehow, but you don't know how. The second is laughter. Yeah. It smells like tea, and there's this general sense of, jocularity and good times with it. And the third... what?
Well, that sounds nice. Is it a laughter syrup or tea?
Is it a what?
Like, is it a bottle of laughter syrup, like the syrup youth?
Oh, no. This one is actually in, like, a tea kettle that's labeled the word laughter.
Alright, laughter kettle.
And the third is in kind of a weirdly shaped bottle, and you can't tell if it's greenish because of the bottle or greenish because of the liquid itself, but it is labeled as mother's milk, and it's some kind of milky fluid.
Okay. That's not suspicious at all, I'm sure.
No, of course not.
Alright, I'm back.
Hi.
Hey.
Alrighty. With that in mind, everyone back, or are we still waiting on others?
I think
I'm
I don't
here.
know if anyone else left.
Yeah, I think we're all here.
Yeah, we're all.
John's muted, but
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Alrighty. With that in mind, as a lot of you gather your stuff, collect yourselves, and dispose of the hags' bodies that still remain and kind of stink up the area, and the smell of burning flesh kind of lingers.
Yeah, Mustard Seed's gonna limp back to the 3rd floor.
Limp, you took 2 damage.
I took 6
Quit being a drama queen.
on the foot, specifically on the foot.
My little foot.
My widow rabbit feet.
oh baby.
No, we got a doctor. He can patch you up.
Yeah, at this point, beloved, you do take a time to wipe off the acid that's been burning away at your dress. And you just kind of collapse as your exhaustion has increased, as you are insanely tired right now. You could use a really good nap for right now. Meanwhile, Johnny, you see these 2 children after what seems like they've been cowering through this entire time. One of them does look up to see what's going on. One boy and one girl are currently trapped in here. They look a little bit plump.
Oh,
Oof.
Couple of chunksters.
All right, kids, come on out, and just kind of smashes the lock.
Well, she was opening the cage when we got up
Oh,
there.
well,
So.
Okay, then he just kind of throws it. I was like, all right, get out.
Alright, roll a persuasion check real fast.
I got a 30.
We trust you, strange goat man.
So,
Dang.
He's
They-
so pitiful.
yeah, they literally
That's
saw you guys kill their captors, so they're like, oh, okay.
they're
Yes.
furries.
As they,
God.
they're 5. As what they both
Anyway, just keep going.
step out as they see a lot of you kind of gather your stuff and start to loot the place. Apart from the chemicals that Pepper is currently mixing and playing with on the 1st floor, most of the 2nd floor has been eradicated, so there's not much else to pick there. Most of the bone mill itself is kind of gonna need some repairs. This 3rd area that you guys are in right now, kind of a pseudo bedroom. Not much other than discarded children's stuff. You do manage to find 6 pieces of cheap jewelry after rummaging through the straw mattress that's in the corner. So, 6 pieces of jewelry worth about 25 gold each.
Okay.
If you go in and divvy up that amongst yourselves. But the children do say, the boy does step forward a little bit and say, "Thank you. We really
No problem.
didn't know what was going to happen to us." They look up and down.
Nothing good.
Hmm?
Nothing good, I'm sure.
Hags really aren't all that. Hags are pretty evil. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was happening downstairs.
If you want, I could give you the details.
No, thank you.
Watch your step. There is in the 2nd floor.
With Bird, would you like to give me an insight real fast?
Children?
Yes.
Alright. Damn it.
It doesn't take that much. This 5-year-old is very articulated.
Like he's actually kind of smart and well spoken.
Yeah, just he's not talking like a 5-year-old who's like talking gibberish and all that. This kid actually talks like an adult.
Does he? I mean, is he still dressed? Is he like dressed in just rags or like his original clothes?
They are current. Both kids are. Let's see. Doesn't give.
Because if he's a noble's kid, that makes a bit of sense.
They look like ordinary children. Commoner clothes is what they're dressed in at the moment. The girl does speak up and say, "These hags were. They've been. A lot of them. They've been hurting the village of Barovia for quite some time now.
Yeah.
They've been selling
Not for
those.
much, no.
They've been selling those pastries.
Oh yeah, someone get rid of those. We'll probably need to make sure no one else gets wind of them.
Okay, now there's a choice. Someone can chuck them into the fire, or Dr. Peppers can keep them for use later.
Well, maybe Strahd would like a taste of these yummy treats.
Just throw it in his face.
It's not the worst thing he's done.
Yeah.
From
But as
what-
for you, little kitties, wait, I'm on a different floor. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah.
You just come back up.
Yeah. The kids do introduce themselves. Their name is Freck and Myrtle. They stand at attention before you guys, holding hands. They look to be siblings at the very least.
Yeah, as I say.
As they
So you.
look at the lot of you and say, they've been selling those pastries for quite some time. From what we know, they're really addictive.
Is that how you ended up here?
They nod. Our parents kind of sold us for the pastries.
Ooh.
And they lived in the village of Barovia?
Yeah. It's the only we saw what it was doing to them. Apparently they make you feel really good. They let you sleep well too.
And if they are without it, they will get not as peaceful.
Living in Barovia is harsh. It's not really worth living if not at least some escape. It's the only true escape that anyone here in the Mists can truly have.
It's a rather profound statement for a child to make.
I'm rolling an insight check.
Go ahead. No, they're just two well-spoken children. Burn, you do, even with that 10, they're not really hiding it. Oh, you used that to detect magic. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
There is a glamour over these two kids.
You know, children, I speak up. It's very rude to hide your true appearance from a wizard.
They both get a little nervous at that, and they say, well, you don't really have much of a choice.
Quite
Okay.
impressive, I must say. Even for a fae like me, I was duped.
Well, even those stupid hags were duped as well. As the two of them reveal themselves, as you see, instead of two children, two wooden and porcelain dolls stand before you guys.
Like animated?
Ooh.
As
I would assume.
they look almost identical to what they looked like as children, but in doll form. You see the visible, like, puppet mouth, like, lines all on their sides.
So, is this your true form? And
That is correct. We're much older than 5-year-olds. We were created.
By who?
Well, we not too familiar, but from what we are told by another hag. We are what people call the Welshkin kind.
What?
Welshkin kind is something from Grim Hollow.
Oh.
So this is another playable race where
Ooh,
you can play as Fey constructs.
that's
Spooky
really
doll.
cool. I would like to play one of those. one
So,
day.
so effectively, how a Welshkin is born, a fairy or some other, like, you know, something that steals children in the night. They create these dolls to act as like stand-ins for the children that they abduct. So a hag would create these things and then steal the children and then plop it right there to act as a stand-in.
So,
And that's how Welshkin are born, essentially. Usually when the parents figure out that, oh, this is not my child, they've been abducted, they usually chuck the kids, like the dolls, out. Very rarely do they get, fully adopted. But for all intents and purposes, these dolls never grow old. They will always be these children-like constructs.
so did these hags not realize what you were, or?
We're very good at hiding our presence.
So then was your whole story about your parents selling you off just a load of lies?
No.
Hmm.
In order to survive here, we sometimes look for the generous. They adopt children wandering the streets. Apparently, however, we were just adopted so that we could be sold off.
Hmm.
Interesting. Well, we are on our way to Villaki. If you'd like to accompany us there.
Oh, better than staying here. We've
Are their
heard
names
from-
still what they told us? Like Freck and Myrtle are still their names?
Yes, Freck and Myrtle
Okay.
are still their original names. They don't really. There's no point in actually like changing that. They're their whole shtick is, oh, we're just little children. Please take care of us. And it's like, either they do or they don't. There's no point in like hiding their names, essentially.
Oh, Gray,
Yes.
that 24 in survival was so that Beloved could use the Grick tentacle and the Mimic pseudopod and kind of work them together to form a whip.
All right. With that natural 20, yeah, you now have a whip, and all intents and purposes. As the two of them walk down, they actually see Irina. As they say, "Oh, it's the lady." As the two of them scamper over to Irina, who visibly kind of like ponders at, "Oh, what the heck am I looking at?" But then she actually recognizes the two of them. She says, "Oh, it's you two. I've seen you in Barovia a few times." As they both say, "Yes, you're that nice lady that gave us some bread that one time. We heard about your brother as well, Ismark. He used to run the tavern." As at the mention of her brother, Irina visibly saddens a little bit. As she does manage to look up and say, he was a very good man. As the two of them do say, we know this is sudden, but we know that Strahd is after you. Is by chance you'd be willing to take the two of us as well? You know that we're well aware that you're already busy, but we can be useful. not so much in a fight, but we know how to survive in this realm. We may be able to help you along the way.
Well, far be it for me to accept to deny more help in this landscape.
Alrighty. So, you now have Frick and Myrtle as NPCs to help you along your travels.
What kind of proficiencies do they have?
They don't have a class. They are considered commoners. However, they can take on the disguise of children. So they have advantage on persuasions. And basically,
Okay.
you have effectively two commoners who can persuade their way around most people. So whenever you're in a village or anything like that, they're going to be useful.
Please, mister, we're ever
Great.
so hungry.
So for social interactions between the villages, they'll be able to give you guys advantages on certain checks.
Mhm.
Can you help me program the whip in?
Oh, sure. Let me,
Also, what should we do to close this out?
I'd say we should probably camp out here for the night, so you can get your exhaustion levels down.
Okay. Is there any way we can start repairing the windmill? Does anyone have like carpentry tools? Because Beloved does have the blight wood.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, not me.
for brevity's sake, I will say
Well-
that you guys do spend some time to recover. For brevity's sake, you all get a long rest and camp out near the windmill.
Yeah. Maybe
As
okay.
go on first, Wyatt.
Well, maybe the kids know something about repairing wood and materials, considering their joints.
Maybe.
They do have a few tools. They've picked up a few things in the past, so they can help you guys where they can. They are able-bodied. They may have bodies of children, but they are, you know, they're about as effective as a gnome, essentially.
So, very well.
Yeah. After about a day or two, they're able to put like the windmill is the windmill itself is still functioning, but the bone mill is effectively in operating system. You have it's still been run by hags, but after clearing out and dumping all their crap out, the Bonegrinder is effectively hag free.
Awesome.
However,
a hag-free zone. We can
with
put that
the-
on the rental.
with the mother hag, Morganatha, still wondering about. It'll have to be a wonder for next time. What lights await for her. However, there is one stopping point that I wanted you guys to get to before we close off, because today's going to be the last session for this Ravenloft one shot for the time being.
For now.
For now.
Oh no.
But with that in mind, we're going to skip forward to the point where you guys are going to continue to travel.
Double time.
And with Mustard Seed's ability to help you guys travel faster, you're able to quickly travel across these lands. Actually take a few shortcuts without hindering your speed.
As we're traveling, Mustard Seed is finally going to ask the party about the Strahd figure, since they've been mentioning this name quite a number of times.
Well, he is the count over this land and the vampire, and well, glance at Irina. Quite possessive over his land and what he believes is his.
So he's not exactly reasonable.
No.
No.
Unfortunate. Otherwise, it wouldn't be the first vampire I killed. But I was looking forward to speaking. I don't really have any knowledge about what he's up to or what his goals are, and quite frankly, nor do I care. I just want out of here.
Stick around with us, and I'm sure you'll meet him eventually.
Hmm.
We're already on his not favorite people list.
And by association, I would assume I'm not.
He seems petty enough to believe that, yes.
He's only doing this to himself.
Irina does go into a little bit of depth. I don't know why.
What?
For as long as I can remember, I've always felt his gaze upon me.
Oh, that's
You
right.
can-
Hit on. And boop. There you go.
Thank you, Bern.
Even before you met him?
Even when I was just a little girl, and when I was just adopted by the burgomaster of the village of Barovia, I always felt
So, go on.
I had
Sorry.
always felt something evil watching me. So I spent most of my time near the church. I felt safe there. As my brother would look after me, my father would warn me, I would always feel hunted. For some reason, he believes that I was the reincarnation of his past lover.
And what proof does he have?
And simply because I look like her. She motions to her face. Regardless,
Understandable.
I've always... Even before then, I feel as though it was always him. When I was little, I never really paid much attention to it. I always felt as though something was leading me closer to him.
Has he ever met you before?
Several times, actually. As she pulls down her scarf, you see 2 visible bite marks on her neck. I've been able to resist him. The first time, I had just recently become of age. I was walking home. I did not fully understand what was going on until it was too little too late. After I was bitten, I cast him aside and I ran as fast as I could. Thankfully, whatever ilk his curse did not spread. That's when
I wonder why.
That's when I first realized I had some semblance of magic.
Ah, damn it. Everyone's so low. And of course,
I'll
I
do
asked,
it.
like, how does it, like, vampirism spread? Is it just one bite, or do they have to do something a bit more special?
With that Arcana check, you know that usually one bite has potential to spread it, but unless they are killed, there's like 2 ways of doing it. One is basically a bite and then a failed save. The second way is a bite and then dying.
Gotcha.
From what you can tell, she was able to resist the turning effect, so she didn't immediately turn into a thrall.
Gotcha.
The second time, I was careless. I was fending him off, and he managed to get one good bite in before I could slice away at his face.
In the exact same spot?
It was when he killed my
I'm
brother.
just curious out of character. Like, did he really, like, get the exact same puncture wound?
No, when Gray says 2 bite marks, he means 2 pairs of bite marks.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought it would be really funny that he like had such precise aim to hit the exact same mark.
Well, he certainly hasn't been changing up his. He's only recently started to change up his approach. The second time was, I was with company. My
And
own.
he killed your brother, you said.
Yes.
But you said you were adopted, so it's not your biological brother. Just out of curiosity.
They're the only family I've ever known.
But
True, I
then-
was adopted, but I don't know what happened. I just know that one day I showed up in Barovia.
From the miss?
I was just a little small girl. As I wandered through the forest. I don't remember what my life was before then.
Insight.
Well, she's not lying. She is
Yeah.
straight up, even with that detect thoughts.
Yeah, I might ask her permission to see if I can maybe find an untapped memory.
Alright then. Roll me a D100, if that's the case.
Yeah. While Burn is doing that, I'm going to ask. So he's attacked twice before, and he's never really talked to you.
He doesn't so much as... He's not much for, well, he is...
Conversation.
He's not much for conversation.
How did you find out he thinks you're a reincarnation then?
He's mentioned slightly in passing. He keeps calling me Tatiana. I looked it up once. It was considered to be his first love. Okay. With
Of
a
course they
44,
would link to that.
Yeah!
you pass by one. You peer into her mind, and you see a traumatic memory. She's running for her life. She's with 2 others, an older man and a boy. And out of the mist, bloody gnarling maw rips through the mist. You see the boy have his arm bitten right through. That chunk of it has been tossed in the distance. You see the older man lying dead in a pool of his own blood. And you see Irina running for her life through the mist, lost, scared, alone, till she is consumed by the mist. And then she is there, on the outskirts of the village.
Well then. Well, whatever you were at before was just as unpleasant as here, unfortunately. If she asks, I might describe the scene to her, but I won't do it unless she asks.
It's irrelevant. That life is no longer mine. This is my life now, and I now have to survive. But as you guys are strolling up along the road, in the distance, you do see the village known as Valakia. As I should probably change the music a little bit and find something more cheerful.
Oh wow, really?
As you guys have been traveling further and further, you notice that it's becoming less gray by the second. As you approach this village, actually, let me look for.
You know, thinking about it, it's probably good we have the 2 kids, because all of us are, like, gothic as fuck.
Hell yeah, we're badass. We're slick, cool, and black. Decked out for the holiday.
No, Chardon, I
Well-
don't want to play your ad on my video. I don't care about toilet paper. Please just let me skip
Is it the
this.
Charmin?
It's a Charmin.
Is it the Char? It's the Charmin Bears.
Alright. As surprisingly enough, this area is not as just complete mist or blank gray skies. It's still an
Fair.
overcast, but you actually see life being breathed into the land, as this place is in a constant state of autumn almost.
Pretty.
As the autumn leaves cover the trail, a lot of you are brought to a gate. But as you guys open up, along the walls, you see plastered just what looks like what used to be a ceremony that used to a festival had just recently passed. There's a little bit of trash and wolf masks scattered all about. And along the gate walls, you see plastered almost every square foot, "All will be well," in this colorful and playful font.
When we look around, is all not well?
You look in distance and it looks like there's a couple of wolves that are kind of eyeing you guys, but they don't want to mess with a group that big, apparently.
I intimidate the wolves.
Roll intimidation. The bunny does not intimidate the wolves. You see them licking their chops a little bit as they look at you specifically.
I do it again, except this time I pull out my bow without shooting anything.
Bruh.
I'll do that and make like a growling sound like a rival wolf off in the distance.
Oh, by the way, I rolled the 15 on perception to try and find like a good wolf mask on the ground.
There's one discarded wolf mask that you do manage to find.
Okay, she's just gonna take it.
Alright, sadly, with, again, none of the wolves bother you guys as you reach the outskirts of this village. But you get the feeling that they're just waiting for one of you guys to wander off to be alone. Their survival, these animals know, like, hey, pick off the ones that are stagger off. Don't attack the horde. They're smart enough for that.
Beloved immediately leaves the group and heads towards the wolves
No. We're
at
going
high
into
speed.
town. We're going into town.
I mean, it's not like she can talk her way around or help you guys in any way there, so she might as well catch you some food.
I mean, I could have done that, but hey, if she wants to dive, be my guest.
Okay.
No. Yank.
So yeah, as beloved, you try to go towards the wolves to, hunt. Burns has a smart idea and says, "Hey, maybe let's stick together. I know it's kind of a normal theme." As he does motion for you to stay with them, as even Irina and Periwinkle begin to agree, saying, "Hey, let's just see if we can get inside before we write ourselves off."
Only Periwinkle can actually pick her up and lift her back into the cart, but she doesn't really struggle against it. Though she does point her mace menacingly at the wolves before
We know.
yielding.
But they're not bothering us. If they start to charge, you're more than welcome to show them what for.
It's like Periwinkle's like, let's not. We'll wait until they can be good boys. We don't know. Maybe they're good boys. Good boys and good girls. Puppies.
He's so precious. Okay, so we approach the doors to the village of Valaki.
That is right. Alright. This old road. Alrighty. As you guys approach, you see a 15-foot high wall casing this town, as well as 2 guards guarding both sides. After seeing you guys approach, they do say, "Halt! What business do you have in here in Valaki?" As Irina does step forward a little bit and say, "We seek passage, merely passing through." But
I tap the kids on their shoulders, let them know it's their cue.
as both Frick and Myrtle begin to scamper up and kind of cling to Irina's legs like 2 small children as they have their glamours up. As they look in the eyes of the guards and say, we're looking for a place to stay. Just a few days as we pass through. Would rather not have to deal with the wolves of the lot." And I will roll persuasion. 19.
Nice.
The DC is lowered because they have kids with them, and they do spot you guys, the colorful band that you guys are, as they say, "Well, we'll let you in, but you'll be on your best behavior. We don't intend to allow any of the evil monsters of the night in here. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Just be on your best behavior."
As you wish.
And with that, you guys are now in Valaki.
Hooray!
Yeah.
This is actually like an actual town that's not been destroyed yet.
Yep, this place is actually kind of alive. As a lot of you make your way through this area, you see again more signs of this past festival raging, kind of littering this place. And above certain flyers of an old festival is a new one of another festival being prepped in just a few days. And the face of the this village burgermeister is very, I wouldn't say charismatic, but he looks like a politician at the very least. As he's smiling with a thumbs up, and as plastered across almost every wall is "All will be well," as it's just littered everywhere. That's not a flyer for what's, in the next festival, essentially. The people here do walk around as normal citizens, as each of you look around, but looking closely, you see that the smiles that they have on their face look tired.
Yeah.
All of them seem to be a bit exhausted, frankly. With that in mind, Irina does say, "Alright, we should probably find ourselves an inn."
That's what one does in adventuring.
Hopefully,
So I'm told.
we'll be able to find word of this vampire hunter very soon. I will say, this place seems so much livelier than the village of Barovia. Yeah, even Perry.
Does she actually look a little happy? Like,
Yeah.
excited that something's, like, not dead?
Yeah, she actually, like, all the people the villagers from Barovia, they're looking around like they're in the big city. This is the first time in New York or something. They're looking around as, wow, the sky isn't a giant shit stain in the sky right now. There's actual somewhat of a sunlight in this area, as it's not completely overcast. I mean, it's overcast, but it's not like,
Despair.
despair,
Right.
yeah.
I hate it.
Baron doesn't mind it. He actually looks a little less, not evil, but like dour. It's refreshing, I'll say that much.
Alrighty. You guys do manage to spot, as Irina does point out and say, "Oh, there's a spot." As you see, after traveling a little bit of time, you guys managed to find an inn called the Blue Water Inn.
This one.
God.
I only know this name, I don't actually know anything in this place, so...
As Burn, another flash goes off behind your eye patch, as you remember the tarot card that Madame Eva had shown you.
Yeah.
This is the place where one of the
Which
treasures.
one?
I do believe that this was Shit, which one was it?
I got...
Oh, it was the
Five-star.
it was the holy symbol.
Ooh, hell yeah!
I don't think I wrote that one down, huh?
This
Regardless,
is the nest of ravens that was mentioned.
Huh. I must have missed that one. Alright, cool.
All right. So we know one of the treasures is here. How do we want to approach the innkeepers?
I mean, I glanced down at the children and then at Johnny, who seems the most charismatic out of all of us.
Who do you want me to talk to?
There are innkeepers here that might have information on the treasure that we're seeking. And we know that one of them is hidden here.
And also, we're just trying to find a place relatively
Yeah,
cheap.
but the place that we need to find was, coincidentally, the place that holds one of the treasures that will help save our lives, we hope.
Hopefully.
Alright, you
Okay.
guys are on the ground floor as your wagon is parked off to the side.
Jesus, we're large.
We are large.
Sorry, I couldn't make the map big enough.
Alright. It's just our roleplay anyway, so yeah.
Beloved is going to walk into the main entrance hall and look around for the innkeeper. And when she spots either of them, she's just going to walk up to them and wordlessly hand them the cheap jewelry worth 25 gold. So that'll secure us a place. That's more than they need to feed us and our horses and give us rooms.
Alright, as you walk in, the place does go a little bit quiet, as they notice a band of adventurers, and a rather large one at that, comes into the inn. But a gentleman behind the bar does welcome you all. He says, "Welcome to the Blue Water Inn. Please, make yourself comfortable. Make yourself warm by the fire. Come, get a drink, and this is quite, You see his eyes go wide as he looks at the shiny rocks that you present him with.
Oh,
Pretty. Oh, this will cover. Maybe we'll be getting you lot of VIP access. If that's the case. As the lot of you make your way in, each of you gets a drink. The children who are sitting by the by Arena, they instead get some grape juice. Come, allow me to get our VIPs, the good stuff. As he presents each of you with the house special, as this place has been known for its wine.
Cool.
Come on. Where's the what page was it?
it's Red Dragon Crush.
Yes. Yeah, it's red. This bottle that's fairly decorated with a red dragon. That's as it breathes out flame. You see Red Dragon Crush etched into the bottle. It's very decorative and ornate, as each of you are given a glass. From what you can tell, it's some high quality stuff. Just a mere sip of this is like breathes a little bit of life into you. For the sake of this, you all have 5 temporary hit points after taking this drink.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Oh, sick.
As the man just introduced himself, as he say, "My name is Erwin Martikov. I'm one of the innkeepers, along here with my father. So tell me, it's not very often we see very adventurers come out to Valaki. Tell me, what brings you in?"
Well, we kind of got trapped here one day this many ago. He holds up random amount of fingers. And we're just looking to kill a vampire man to help out.
As you say that, you do hear a couple of murmur, a few people give a half-hearted cheer, but just as many, you hear a few people dip their heads down a little bit.
And detect the thoughts of those who dip their heads down.
From surface level
See if I can-
thoughts, you flat out hear one of them think, "Oh god, here we go. They're inviting trouble again." Another one does think, "Pfft, fools. Damned us all if they even try." But you do hear one voice. One head that dips down. You look close and it looks like a Vistani. As you notice the very colorful look to his garb. As he
What's
says,
that surface?
as a surface thought says, "So, those are the ones the Master have warned us about."
I'd look at him. Is it a guy?
It is a man. Roll insight.
Alright.
Oh. Come on, dude. A 4 and an 8. Yeah, he is... His eyes are glued to Irina right now.
A minor illusion, just some words that say it's very rude to stare. But I won't like make it obvious that I casted it at him.
Well, Erwin does keep to the topic at hand, as he does say, "Aye, adventurers, and once so heroes, so bold. Well, didn't you come to no better place? This entire village is built upon the concept that we will eventually be free of this land's curse. So, we found no better safe haven other than anyone else in Barovia."
It certainly seems the most colorful.
Yes, it certainly is colorful. The Burgermeister certainly made it very abundantly clear that all will be well, he says in almost in a perfect mimicry of what you imagine the Burgermeister would sound like.
Interesting.
Very German.
And what has he promised to make sure all is well?
So while Beloved is basically T-posing on these other men, who sink their faces out a little bit more as they try their best to avoid eye contact. Erwin watches this and he's like, "Okay, what would you say, Bern?"
Shit, I was like, what is the Burgermeister promised that all will be well? Like, what is he, what's his plan here?
He believes that Strahd has kept such a tight grip on this realm because of the despair that he brings. He believes that should we all be joyous and merry enough, will eventually break free of his hold. As Erwin does give you a look like, we've been at this for a while, it's not working, but
Still trying to keep up the masquerade.
keep up the masquerade. You kind of, he doesn't want to be a downer, because being a downer here might be a bit bad.
Are you
Think
taking your
we
joy?
happy few.
Yeah, exactly. Are you taking your joy?
Are you taking your joy? Yeah. As he then says, regardless, until that day comes, the Blue Water Inn will be here to supply all with the simple joys of life, and a good stiff drink. However, I must say that I hope you've enjoyed your drink as best you can. We're running very low on our supplies as of late.
I can't imagine deliveries are easy around here.
They never have, but they've never been this late. A tad
Where do
worried.
they come from?
My family owns a vineyard outside the village. It's a bit of a trek, but well, things have been certainly getting more dangerous as of late. But nonetheless, he chippers up as best he can. You had a lot of adventures, correct?
I suppose that's an apt term, yes.
Perhaps a lot of you could perhaps do my family a service. And for the foreseeable future. As I said, the wine is running a bit dry, as our supplies have been going a little bit low lately. Should you lot leave the village, could you possibly make a trip down to the vineyard? See how things are going. I have family there, but communication is rather hard. If you manage to, if you do manage to reach them, and perhaps help with this little delivery fee issue we've been having, we'd be more than willing to help you in a much grander state. Roll an insight.
Inside. Damn it. I have a +5 to this. I keep rolling like shit, though.
Roll 20 sucks.
Yep.
As
I still have my detect thoughts on. Does that give me? Well, it wouldn't really help if I had advantage anyway.
yeah, once again, you look down at his hands, and for a brief moment, you see his thumbs stretch out, and you see that tarot card stretch out.
Like, I see, like, illusion-wise, or he actually presents it.
He presents it.
Then I look up at him in surprise. Does he look like a Vistani?
He does not look like a Vistani, but you do realize that a lot of Vistani are here.
Alright. What is his surface thoughts saying after he asked that request?
You hear saying something like, "Alright, Madame Eva's predictions came true, it would seem. Now we merely need to see how these adventurers fare."
I just glance at Irina and see what she wants to do.
She looks around. Seeing a lot of the Vistani, she does keep her hood up. She does not trust them very much. But she does say, "Well, we've been more than willing to help you as best we can. In these lands, we all need as much help as we can get. But before then, could you perhaps tell us a bit of more information? We're seeking a vampire hunter." "Oh, well, we've heard stories of that. A little bit farther west of us. Near the city of Winter. What's it called? What was that name?" As Erwin thinks about where he heard the rumor. Rumors of that vampire hunter has been circling around a lot. Even so much as going up the road. from what I can tell,
Rudolph Van Richten.
the name... There was a man named Van Richten.
Hey.
We do believe
It's
his location is rather unknown, but he has made himself present in certain cities. We have not heard of any outstanding deeds, but the mere mention of a vampire hunter is enough to draw a lot of attention. You've yet to see him actually perform any good deeds, however.
So he may be all talk.
Perhaps, but every rumor has a grain of truth. You have to take these rumors with a grain of salt. However, there may be some truth to it. After all, there's only one major vampire in this area, after all. Well,
Yeah, I can't imagine he would allow other vampires to even exist nearby.
He may have his thralls, but they themselves aren't much, not as outstanding as he is. Regardless, if you're searching for him, your best bet is to keep heading west. Irina simply sighs. I was rather hoping I would find it here. I figured with how cheerful it is, he would at least be a presence here. Well, it's...
The
Irving
vampire
just began...
hunter causes people to worry, Irina. Right?
Yeah, Irina. Erwin does say having a vampire hunter in the city would, well, let's just say we have a history of, standing against him in a physical manner.
But now we have a lead. That's something.
That's something. If you want to see proof of what happens to those who, well, physically try to stand against the Lord of these lands, well, you're more than welcome to check out the Order of the Silver Dragon. That's just up the road.
That memory flashes in my mind of the Hag's memories.
For now,
Actually,
For now, I do believe that a lot of you are tired, and you won't be leaving anytime soon. How about I get you lot up with some rooms for the night?
is it night?
It's getting later in the evening.
Gotcha.
I imagine you wouldn't want to be traveling out in the midst of night. In the meantime, see if you can explore Valaki. See if you can't find something worthwhile. After all, I can tell this is the first time for a lot of you to come into this city such as this. And who knows, maybe you'll stay long enough for the festival.
Perhaps. And I guess we all get up and leave.
Yeah.
Alright.
And as soon as we're all climbing the stairs, Mustard is immediately going to say, "Well, it didn't take long for me to not trust anything about this village."
Will I pass by that Vistani guy who said, like, the master warned us about this?
Roll a perception check.
Oh shit, not performance shit. Perception. Much better.
Okay. As you guys were talking with Erwin, he had stood up and left the building. Casually, and not really slinking away, but
Gotcha.
making a beeline.
If we're actually going to go to bed, I will wait until Irina goes into her room, because imagine the girls get their own room, obviously.
There is one thing before the day ends, however.
Alright.
The kids, now happy to be around, Irina does want to do them a little favor as they decide to go shopping for a little bit. As the uncle, wanting to look around, also wants to see if he can't set up shop anywhere here in this village.
Yeah. I imagine we're all gonna go shopping.
To an extent, yeah.
Yeah. Would Beloved oppose to someone like fixing her dress if there's a tailor in town?
Her dress is actually a magic item,
Oh.
and the only stains that remain are blood, and the rips will automatically repair themselves after a while.
So
It's a cloak of
is she
mending.
actually like, yeah? So it's actually like back to a full dress and train now.
Yeah, I mean, as long as she goes a little while without taking damage, it'll fix itself. Um, it that isn't its primary purpose, but it's kind of a secondary effect from the magic it has.
Well, never mind then. I was gonna try and do something nice.
All right.
Oh, that's okay. That's nice of you, though.
Yeah, with how late it is, there was still more I wanted to do, but I do want to leave this campaign with one final little spook for Halloween.
Boy,
A skeleton pops out.
All
a
right,
skeleton.
as a lot of you are currently making your way around, you pass by one particular store that the children do point out. A toy shop called Blinsky's Toys.
Uh-oh.
Oh yes. Oh yes, 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 yes.
As the two of them, both Myrtle and Freck, kind of tug on Irina's, pant legs, as they both point over towards the toys that are there, and they're like, "Oh, can we maybe, please?" As they look up, and she's, "Oh, all right, children, let's go." As
Vern is like, isn't it a bit ironic they want to go get toys when like they themselves are like dolls?
I mean, they're still children at heart. There's nothing wrong with that.
Are they?
It makes it a lot.
That's a good question.
Freck does speak up and say, "It makes it a lot easier for us to throw tantrums."
Vern glowers his one eye at them.
Freck just kind of smirks a little bit, knowing full well that, hey, if a child loses their toy and it just so happens to be inside of a building, I mean, wouldn't you want to go get it?
Yep. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what spooks are in this toy shop.
Alrighty. As you enter this area, you're greeted by a rather pudgier looking gentleman who has a little monkey and a tutu on his shoulder. As, let's see. He does have an accent.
Oh, I can't wait to hear you do his accent.
As you hear, welcome to Blinsky's Toys, and as he motioned towards the wall of dolls that kind of line this place, as the monkey on his shoulder does kind of clamor to him, gathering a few things and doing small little tricks off to the side. It's not exactly like Build-A-Bear quality, but a lot of the toys do kind of stand out. They're colorful in all sorts of ways. As he says, and remember, is no fun, is no Blinsky's. As he points over to the children, he says, "Oh, welcome. It's been so long since I've had some little ones coming into my store." As he begins to show off a lot of the toys that are about here. The kids go wild at first, as a lot of them are, the standard teddy bear or something like that. However, you do notice a couple of more creepier stuff at the corner. Were you saying something,
Like?
Jesse?
You know, I said, uh-huh, like what? Did you not hear me?
You were a little muffled, but you do notice a few things. There's a bunch of headless dolls that come in the corner as say discount toys. A lot of build your own type of dolls where it has just a a whole basket full of doll heads in one and another bodies in the other. Where you can mix and match as much as you can. It's just all sorts of...
Are there skeleton parts?
Some. Just random eyes and mouths that have been stitched shut on these heads.
Find a skull head and like a skeleton hand and like one left eyeball and just make a mini Vecna.
Yeah. There's a miniature gallows, complete with trapdoor and weighted hanged man. A set of wooden nesting dolls. The smaller one looks to be a mummified corpse. There's a wood and string mobile that's hanging up with bats and flapping wings. Bats with flapping wings.
Yeah.
A wind-up musical merry-go-round with figures of snarling wolves chasing children in place on prancing horses.
I look at Irina and just like, are you seeing this? Like, this is supposed to be happy?
I mean, these are like in the corner, like off to the side.
Still, just like, you see this?
She simply shrugs and says, it's on theme, at the very least.
Mustard Seed's gonna whisper to Burn and say, "For one on the run her whole life, such as herself, she doesn't exactly have the best survival instinct from what I've seen."
We survived 2 vampire attacks.
There is also a
Yes, and how do you
ventriloquist
think
dummy that looks almost identical to Strahd.
Okay, no, that one's pretty funny.
As Blinsky says, "Oh yes, this will be one of my most popular ones." As he takes up the doll, ventriloquist dummy, shoves his forearm up what would be this thing's ass, and begins to say, "Blur, blur," as he kind of tries to scare the kids. The kids just kind of laugh it off. As
What does Irina think of that?
she does kind of smile because Blinky's kind of making this Strahd look like a fool. "Oh,
Yeah.
woe is me! Sunlight, my one weakness!" As he just kind of flails around more like Count Chocula and Kermit.
Actually, hold on.
Animal handling?
Hold on. Oh no, I don't. I know I saw someone have like a Muppet Strahd art somewhere.
Oh,
Whatever, keep going. Keep going.
But finally, as they're looking around the normal toys, Irina does notice one doll. As she says, "My goodness, Blinky, this place is very... it certainly has its charm." As both Myrtle and Freck begin to select toys that they like. As Blinky says, "Ah, yes, it's my pride and joy. I've been making dolls and toys for quite some time now. But it does get rather lonely. I've only just recently got Piccolo to come give me some company."
Are the balls inert?
The what now?
I said, are the balls inert?
The balls?
You said Piccolo. So are the
He doesn't-
balls inert?
He doesn't get it.
I don't get that
Oh,
reference.
that's super old meme. I gotta show you that.
But yeah, the little monkey that is with him is named Piccolo. One of my customers recently given me little Piccolo. Aren't you such a good monkey? He scratches him around the chin.
I incite the monkey.
It's a monkey.
Is it an evil monkey?
It's a monkey.
I'm suspicious.
Monkeys exist outside of morality.
Also, Jesse, I found it.
What? Which one?
The Strahd is a Muppet.
Oh, wow, that's...
Yep.
You know what? Yeah, it looks just like that. It's got the glass of wine and, like, something
Whatever
else.
that thing is.
It's just kind of flopping around in Blinksky's hand. But then one of the children spots one particular doll. As Myrtle actually comes up to Irina and says, "Look, Irina, this doll looks like you." As Irina looks at the doll and says, "Oh wow, this is actually very accurate." As everyone looks at this doll, and from her hair, her long brown hair, her dark complexion, even down to the armor that she's wearing right now.
We'll look up at Blinksy.
Oh, sorry, that one's a special gift. I was just recently finishing that up. A returning customer buys that one all the time.
Excuse me?
Oh, yes. One customer is very mean. Well, he, Blinkies doesn't like to, speak ill of customers, but he's not really a customer. He's more like a extortionist, if you get my drift.
And who is he?
Oh, it's, one of the Burgermeister's bodyguards. Very mean man. He's, more than a few times he's come to shake down the store, as well as others. We don't really do anything because the Burgermeister protects him, mostly because he's strong. His name is, I'm so terrible with names!
Isaac.
Isaac, yes, thank you. The man known as Isaac is a nasty man. He is. He's a... the deal is I make these dolls that he tells me to. They always look the same, but they get more and more in detail after a while. I've made a few spares in the past, as he goes into the back corner and shows you all. And it's this one room is just wall to wall dolls of Irina.
I hate to tell you this, Irina, but I believe you have another stalker.
Irina's just like, fuck.
I'm surprised her response wasn't another.
It's like,
Who do you think, John, is the first one?
Well, I know, but I was like, I don't know.
yeah.
But yeah, just like, so I have been casting non-detection on her a lot recently, but I guess her look hasn't changed that much.
It hasn't. She's
When
like,
did you get this last order?
oh, well, actually, he was supposed to be coming in today, actually.
Oh no.
As you all hear the door, the
Nope.
bell over the
Nope.
door ring.
Nope. Tap her with that.
As this large man, bald, and dark complexion, bags under his eyes, becomes walking in as he shouts, "Blinksky! Where the fuck is it?" As Blinksy scuttles and grabs the doll out of one of the kids' hands. It says, sorry, it's here. Thanks. As the man looks at a lot of you and says, "Fuck you looking at?"
And just turn away.
Beloved actually makes it a big point to stare at his arm.
His arm is currently bandaged up in a lot of wrappings, as well as other cloak. He keeps his right arm under a heavy cloak, unfortunately. You do see the semblance of an arm under there, but you don't get a close look. With his other hand, he swipes the doll out of Blinksky's hand and says, "Put it on my tab."
Actually, no, these are both concentration. Never mind. But I do invisible Irina.
that,
Cool.
he does, before he leaves, he does stop and looks around. You lot, you're new here.
That's correct. As Burn looks at his little Vecna doll.
Please don't take it.
Newcomers,
Yes?
adventurers, a lot of you. The Burgomaster will probably want to hear of this. Be on your best behavior.
Right
Yeah.
away.
You may be expecting a house call later. When he says to come, you come. You hear?
Giggity.
Burn just nods. Not looking at him.
He snorts and makes his way out without anyone interrupting. If no one else is stopping him, he is going to leave.
Okay. Beloved gets the wild urge to hit him with her mace, but she doesn't understand why, so she refrains.
Alright. Myrtle does get a little upset that, the doll that she wanted was, taken, but she doesn't make a fuss out of it. She's smart enough to realize, oh, okay, maybe not mess with this guy.
Yeah.
But with that...
Also, Blinksy has tons more exactly like that one.
Yeah, so.
So I'll be taking this one, as she grabs one of the other dolls in the back, and Blinksy's like, okay. She's like, yes, I'll be taking this one. Blinky's like, okay, I'm being extorted by a child.
Yep.
But Blinksy does say, please don't tell anyone about this. I'd rather not have, I don't want any trouble from his ilk.
Going to hand him another one of those 25 gold jewelry pieces.
25-cent Just got it out of like a vending machine.
Their economy is so shit that we just give him like 75 cents and we get VIP
Yes!
access to the tavern.
We give him like one of those sticky hands.
And he just cries tears of joy because his rent is sent for the next 3 months.
How much for my little Vecna doll?
Each one is like roughly like 9 copper.
Okay, so like a single silver would probably do it.
Oh yeah, a gold coin in this man's hand would basically set you guys all up.
And Beloved gave him one worth 25 gold, so...
Alright, so yeah, I'll just take my little Vecna doll.
He is happy that you guys are so generous. As he gives the gem a little bite, as the monkey also gives it a little bite. But he says, I will be needing to start making my next one. Isaac often, he keeps me busy. That's certainly for sure.
How often does he come and get these?
Fairly often. I've gotten much faster. With the threat of having my store being burned down is, present, you tend to work fast.
What do you think he does with them?
He just shrugs. I've only made them. I don't see what he does with them. I just know that he has a lot.
And we leave.
But yeah. As the invisibility eventually does go undone, Irina is like, fucking shit. Blood and damnation. She just clenching her fist into her face. The kids look a little sad, like, oh, we did this. But she quickly reassures them that, no, this is fine. As she then says, look, let's just get back to the inn. And hopefully we'll get the hell out of here. before
Mhm.
he spots me.
Oh, before they leave, Beloved is going to hand Blinksy 1 log of Blightwood.
Ooh. He'll gladly take it.
Yep, I mean, it's high quality wood, so he'll be able to do something useful with it.
Yeah.
But yes,
Cool.
as a lot of you make your way back to the Blue Water Inn, you will all settle it down. Is there anything you guys want to do before we close things off?
Yes. I would like to know what I would roll to make a new broom for Periwinkle out of Blightwood.
It would require carpentry tools. But
Okay.
simply enough, you could very easily find. There should be like maybe a coffin seller who may be able to help with that. He does carve
You would
wood.
need stuff for bristles, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
I don't know what they usually use for those, but
Straw.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Uh,
You could say that it would be a curse of straw.
Oh!
oh my god.
Wow.
Of course, we end the session with a pun.
Well, I was gonna do something, but like, if we're not gonna be playing for a bit, I guess we might forget about it. But when I said Arena was gonna go to bed, I was gonna put this on her door, and the spell would be hold person,
Mm.
and the condition would be. Can it be as vague as anyone coming for Irina?
So it's just like someone is like housekeeping.
I
Sure,
mean,
why not?
I mean, you could set it to anyone who is undead.
I mean, but the Vistani guy wasn't undead, as far as I know.
exactly.
So,
So anyone who's specifically going in there just for Irina.
we know who she is.
Yeah,
Okay.
not
Yeah.
to clean or to give stuff, but specifically to get Irina.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I won't tell anyone I'm doing this though.
All right.
This is Mustard Seed's first time attempting to sleep in a bed.
Does he hate it?
He is very confused. He's
your
honestly
feet-
not sure how to take this.
Yeah, you're just
Right.
laying in the straw bed, but your feet are dangling over the side. And it's like, how do people sleep like this?
Yeah, I like immediately tuck my feet in because I'm used to like curling up on the ground.
But yeah.
And you can still do that.
Yeah, he will do that, but it still feels so weird and oh god, how am I even gonna sleep like this? And
But yeah. But for now, for the foreseeable future, as our heroes have made it to Vallaki, a small safe haven, and their journeys possibly having more options, as they've gathered more allies and defeated recent foes. We now end this session with the promise that we will one day return to it. I legitimately do want to continue this campaign.
oh yeah.
Because
Yay!
yeah, Curse of Strahd, it's actually really fun.
It's different for sure.
It's definitely sure. It's nice taking a break from, Lobos. But unless said otherwise, next week we'll be heading back to our usual rounds of Lobos.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have enjoyed immensely. And with that, we bid you farewell. For now. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy
Later.
Halloween.
Halloween.
Happy
Hand door, hand hook, car door.
The butler did it.
Oh, delightful.